All right. In almost all leadership training, seminars, sessions I have attended or spoken at, there is always this one thing that comes up, and it comes up in many ways, in one way or another, and that is time. T-I-M-E, time. Dr. Miles Monroe, may his soul rest in peace, once said that time is an interruption in eternity. Time, prioritizing first things first. And one thing that I've realized, especially in the last couple of years, is order can buy you time. Order, O-R-D-E-R, can buy you time. Being honest to you, I do not consider myself to be the most organized person on earth. That doesn't mean that you would come into my bedroom and find ants and cockroaches doing a marathon. Not at all. No. It's not that you won't find things in certain place quite a little bit orderly organized. Not at all. You can call my parents and double check with my wife. They will tell you that I've had my days of messing up a bit, and I've had my ups and downs. I will fix stuff and scatter them around. I consider myself to be just the average person. What I don't think I am is I don't think I am the most organized person on earth. I don't think so. I need to work a little bit on my order. I need to put a little bit more order into my life. And that actually reminds me of a story. A friend of mine and I had to catch up at a function, which was going to start around 6:30. And at 6:30 I was there, and I called him and I said, "Where are you?" Let me just refer to him as James. And I said, "James, where are you?" And James says, "I'm actually on my way. I'll be there in about 10-15 minutes. And I said, "Well, the formal proceedings are about to start. 10 to 15 minutes, that's quite late." But anyway, he got there. When he got there and we sat down, and I realized that James was wearing two different socks on his feet. One was light blue and the other one was dark blue. Knowing James well as a person who likes to dress up properly and neat, it did look strange to me. No offense to those who wear different socks on their feet. But in this case, just knowing James well, I knew that James is not that kind of person. So he pretended as if no one would actually realize that. But I picked it up and I asked him, I said, "What happened, James?" And James says, yesterday night, last night, I put all my socks in water. They were all in water, so that tomorrow I'll put them in the washing machine when all the dirt has come out a little bit. But I remember that I had two pair of socks that were clean. So the previous night, I had taken them off outside and put them in the house. But I put them one sock to another to match them up. But because it was night, I realized the next day that I didn't actually put the socks that matched 2 by 2. I had put one sock of one pair with another sock of the other pair. But one thing is, I put one pair with two different socks in the place where I put my socks, but I forgot where I put the other pair of two different socks. And I started looking for them, and when you called, I was right in the middle of looking for that other pair of socks so that I can match my socks. So it was so weird, and I felt so uncomfortable, and I just had to leave and live like that and just wear these two socks that do not match. And James mentioned to me, he said that That's why I don't like doing things on a temporary basis. I wish I just put those socks at the same spot, but I had a phone call and I had to attend to a phone call, and I can't for the sake of my life remember where I put the other pair of socks, of two different socks. So one thing that I learned from James there is that if only James had a little bit of order in his life, if only James had a little bit of order, if James avoided the temporary position, if James understood that the socks need to be at the sock spot, the knife needs to be at the knife spot. You do not mix the socks with the trousers. We do not mix the socks with the shirt. And if he had put the socks at the right spot, I believe two things would have happened. One, James would not have violated his life's principle of wearing two different socks on his feet. That's one thing. That's one thing that could have happened. Number two, which is the most important, James would not have wasted time. James would not have wasted time at all. No, at all. So, the fact that James lacked a little bit of order in his life cost him 10 to 15 minutes of his life. The point right here is this: order can buy you time. If you put your socks at the right place, if you do your things in an orderly manner, you have all your appointments organized in order, you have your life sorted out in order, you will save yourself enough time to focus on the most important things of your life. And I say this as a challenge to you, as a challenge to myself. Alphonse Mulumba, you need to up your game. Get a little bit more order into your life so that you have enough time to do the most important things in your life. Because if you don't have order, you will spend the next 10 to 15 minutes of your life looking for a pair of socks that you don't actually end up seeing. And you would have wasted the time that you could have focused on priorities. Order buys you time. Order buys you time. That's very true. That's so true. Order can actually buy you time. That's so true. That's so true. That's how powerful order is in your life.